Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Keys, and today we're going to look at the SUROS PDX 45 Pulse Rifle. This is a legendary weapon that's available with the Taken King expansion, and you can pick it up from Banshee 44 the Gunsmith through Arms Day packages. Now, I've got three here, and I'll compare them all, and let's take a look at my favorite one. The SUROS PDX is a lightweight, snappy, reflexive SUROS foundry weapon that deals kinetic damage. With regards to sights, I have SLO-19, which is an iron with projection sight, improves weapon handling. I have SPO-28, which is SUROS hollow sights, improved target acquisition. That's my current favorite. And SRO-37, which is a range combat scope, improves range of the weapon. I have fitted stock, which increases weapon stability. And then secondly, I have a pendant magazine, increased magazine size, slower reload. You can see that the stability does drop off quite a bit. And next I have Head Seeker. Body shots with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time. Now what you need to do to proc this is to hit a body shot, then if you hit a headshot with one of the bursts, it gives you 25% bonus. I have Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. And I also have Small Bore, increased range and stability, slower reload, reduced magazine size. The entire idea of this pulse rifle, since it is fast firing, low impact, is you want to have the most amount of stability so that a lot of your shots are proccing and doing headshots. Now for the other two rolls I have one that is fired in full auto. You can see the range is a bit less, stability is a bit less. This does come very close. I've tried this a lot in the Crucible and I do like the fast fire rate. And the other is hidden hand. I do have a bit more range on this, a bit less stability, but hidden hand does increase my aim assist a little bit, so I can still hit those headshots. But at the end of the day, I think Head Seeker is really the best possible perk you can get on the SUROS, especially with the stability that I have on mine. So let's take this gun into the Crucible. We'll talk about stats of the weapon, base, and what you're going to want to look for, as well as what we can do. Now let's first talk about stats of the weapon, then we'll talk about the different perks that you're going to want on your gun. So rate of fire is 73, impact is 7, range at base is 22, but it can go up all the way to 61. Stability at base is 47 with a capable max of 100. Reload is a base of 62 with a max of 100. Magazine can range anywhere from 18 to 33. Aim assist at base is 75. With a max of, base of 70 with a max of 75. So if you get a good scope, you can actually max out the aim assist on this. So hidden hand actually does not do as much as you would think. The equip speed of the weapon is 61 with a max of 121. So the weapon does equip fairly quickly, and with some different perks that you can have with regards to snapshot or a snapshot sight, you can bring that up quite fast. Now for the first perk tree and scopes, I like the SPO-28. It's a hollow sight which improves target acquisition and pretty much maxes out the aim assist on this weapon. That way I'm not eating up another perk such as hidden hand or something that's going to increase my aim assist. So that's what I'd recommend for that particular sight. It's very easy to use, it's very snappy, you can kill very quickly. It's my favorite currently. In column 3, you're going to want to pick out something that's going to increase the weapon's stability. So here I recommend fitted stock or perfect balance. Perfect balance will make the weapon's recoil extremely low, and fitted stock increases weapon stability and makes the weapon easier to control. Now column 4 is the tricky column. This is where you can choose between stability or perks that are going to help you kill faster. My current favorite for this is Head Seeker, as per the gun I'm currently using, which body shots with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time, so I get that 25% buff when that does proc. And again, to proc that, all you need to do before hitting a precision shot is to hit a body shot. Alternatively, you can go for something that's going to increase the weapon's reload, so you can go for Outlaw or Spray and Pray. Or if you want to focus on weapon stability again and get close to that 100, you can go for Counterbalance, you can go for Rodeo, you can even go for Zen Moment here as well. Another notable perk too, if you don't have any of these, is Unflinching. It's easier to aim under fire when using this weapon. That does help in quite a few situations, especially when you're in an intense firefight. Column 5, again, you're going to want to focus back on stability. This is where you're going to get most of the weapon stability in this particular column. You can go for either small bore, injection mold, or hand laid stock. My personal favorite here is small bore. You get an increase to range and stability, but it does reduce your magazine size a bit. Although I haven't had any issues with this. I can reload the weapon fast enough, and I can win enough firefights that it's not not putting me in bad situations. Injection mold increases stability, gives you faster handling and reduces range, and hand-laid stock also increases stability and reduces range. Now again, my recommendation for this would be small bores to get a buff to range and a buff to your stability as well. You are going to see a bit slower reload and a reduced magazine size, but again, I don't think it's going to affect too many people that much. When you're looking at injection mold, you're going to see increased stability and faster handling by reduced range. That would be almost on par. I would still be very happy with that. And then hand-laid stock, increased stability and reduced range. Again, you're losing the range again. So I do like to have range on this weapon. It is still going to kill fairly quickly, but there are, as you can see in some of this video footage, some long shots that I'm hitting that might not do quite as much damage if I was looking at a reduced range on my weapon. So that is why I would recommend small bore. Now when I'm looking to play Crucible and use a pulse rifle, there's really 5 that come to mind. Nerwin's Mercy, the Grasp of Malak, the SUROS PDX, the Hawksaw, and the Reflection Sum. Now in order of which I use them, Grasp of Malak definitely has the fastest fire rate. I do have some great rolls on that with Glass Half Full and as well as Head Seeker, so that can pretty much melt enemies pretty quick. The Hawksaw I find I do very, very well with as well. Nerwin's Mercy was probably one of my first pulse rifles that I really enjoyed. It came from one of the first Iron Banner events of year 2. And then last but not least would be the Reflection Sum. That's the Trials rifle. I do have that with Head Seeker as well, and that actually does a pile of damage. It has a bit more impact than the PDX, the Hawksaw, and the Grasp of Malak. A bit slower fire rate, but I do find that increased impact does make the weapon a bit more viable. All in all though, the SUROS PDX is probably my second favorite, right behind the Grasp of Malak. If you haven't kind of farmed that weapon from Omnigul or been lucky enough to get a drop with a good roll, the SUROS PDX is a very, very close second, so you can't go wrong with that. The weapon handles very well, fires fast. I do like the impact. As long as you have some good rolls, it's going to treat you very well. As you can see in all of these firefights, I'm not having an issue whatsoever taking down my enemy, and there's also multiple situations in the video footage that you've seen where I've actually taken down enemies with supers. Again, this weapon can be acquired through Banshee 44 at the tower. Just pick up one of his packages in the next arms day on Wednesday. Go in and see if he's got a good roll for you. Well guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, check out my other videos, and thanks again. We'll see you in the Crucible.